Hey everybody, welcome back to Carnivore Journey. My name is Forrest, and we're going to explore a few more things today that I've been able to get rid of since I went onto the carnivore diet. So one of the surprising benefits of carnivore that I never really thought about when I started this journey was that my mental clarity has improved tremendously. I started on this journey to lose weight. My whole objective really was to drop some poundage. I had gotten up to 230 pounds, and I'm only 5'7", so I was really not feeling well. I felt terrible all the time, and really need to drop some weight. So I have dropped 43 pounds, but one of the benefits that I found actually pretty early in the process was all of a sudden my thoughts were so clear. It's this clarity of thought. It's almost like your brain has energy. I don't know if that even makes sense, but being on carbohydrates like I was doing the standard American diet, I was pretty much in this state of I don't know, I guess you call it a brain fog or just fatigue and sleepiness and tired all the time, and the carbohydrates were just making me feel awful. And now when I wake up, my thoughts are clear. I'm awake. Almost, I'm really just wide awake as soon as I wake up. I rest better at night. And one thing that I've noticed too is I've been reading a lot of books, especially nutrition books, and I'm going to share those titles with you at some point in time to show you how I educated myself about the proper nutrition and how to get healthy. But when I read the books now, I can read an entire book and tell you what I read on the first page. It's so different. When I was eating all the carbs, I could read 3 pages of a book and not know what I read, and I'd end up falling asleep. I could not read a book without falling asleep. My energy level was just all the time low. There's constant fatigue, constant, just not having clarity of thought. And so this change happened very early in the process. I mean, I'm thinking within a month, I noticed it, maybe even 2 weeks, that wow, it's just like it's clarity of speaking, clarity of thought. You have much more energy. It's like I said, I don't know if it makes sense at all, but it's like your brain has more energy all of a sudden, and it's easier to focus. It's easier to concentrate. It's easier to read and comprehend. It's incredible, and I totally did not expect this when I went on this carnivore journey. I started out, like I said, I really just wanted to lose some weight, and that's going great. And I continue to lose. I've talked about in some of my earlier videos about some of the other symptoms that I've gotten rid of, like joint pain, especially in my shoulders. My clearing up in my sinuses. There's so many benefits, health benefits to this diet that you really don't expect. I mean, you go into it wanting to lose weight, and you end up with all these amazing benefits. It's incredible. I've never felt better in my life. I'm 61 years old, and it's like I feel like I'm 21 again. So it's exciting. I'm still seeing the benefits. I've only been on carnivore for 2 months, and I've been a total of about 9 months from keto to where I am now. So I've only got more and more benefits to go that I may not even realize that's going to happen, but I'm going to keep doing it. I'm never going back to like I was. I feel so much better. So, the next couple of videos, I've got a couple of more things that I want to tell you about that's gotten better since I've been on this journey. And then I want to start talking to you about some of the books that I've been reading. There's about 10 books, 10 different titles that I've been reading that have really, really helped me clarify the whole nutrition space and understand what nutrition is all about. There's so much confusing information out there. There's so many what you would call authority, organizations of authority that you would think you could trust, but you absolutely cannot trust any of these groups. American Heart Association, for example, they're all bought and paid for by Food and Pharma. Don't believe anything these people say. Don't believe the food pyramid. As a matter of fact, if you do the opposite of what these organizations say to do, you're probably going to be a lot more healthy. It's ridiculous. I'm a scientist. I'm a chemist. I have a degree in chemistry and biology, and it's really disappointing to me that the scientific community has completely lost integrity. There is no integrity anymore in the science community. It just depends on who's paying for the research. If Big Food and Big Pharma pay for the research, then the results are going to be biased. And I mean, thank goodness for Dr. Ken Berry and some of these other doctors that are online that are, bringing this out and pointing out to people how wrong these organizations are and how biased, and it's just ridiculous. You can't trust anybody anymore. So if you can try the carnivore diet, try it for at least a week or 2 weeks. You're going to see some astounding benefits that you didn't even think about. So step one is to get in that pantry and get rid of all that junk food. Okay, get rid of the sugar, the flour, the processed seed oils. Go back to the store and just buy whole foods. If it's got more than one ingredient, don't buy it. Okay, focus on fat and protein, good saturated fat. Buy that Kerrygold butter and those eggs and bacon and beef, pork, fish. Focus on, if you want to start out ketovore and kind of transition to carnivore, that's a good way to go. It's more of a gradual change. You have to break the old habits that you've had and that you've developed over your entire lifetime. So you're going to end up breaking the habit of snacking. You're going to break the habit of eating 3 meals a day just because you're supposed to eat at that time of the day. No, you're going to break the habit of, particularly snacking like mid-morning, mid-afternoon, when you're watching TV at night. You're going to get rid of those habits. You're going to get rid of that snacking. You're not going to be hungry. That's the thing that you have to understand about this way of life, is that you don't get hungry. I've done the other diets where you just eat less, move more, and they don't work. They never work because your body adjusts its metabolism. So eat less, move more does not work. Don't even try it. You're going to fail. What you got to do is keep that insulin level down. You got to eat the meat, eat the fat, a few veggies along the way, and eliminate anything that has sugar and flour and seed oils in it. You're going to see your weight drop. What I did was my weight dropped 30 pounds in the first 6 months, and then it stalled. So I went from ketogenic more to carnivore. So I had to start eliminating additional things. When it stalled out it was like 2 months, it didn't move at all. It was a little bit frustrating, but what I ended up doing is I just started looking at what I was eating in a day, and I was eating too many times. I was having berries, for example, or nuts, or maybe a boiled egg. I was eating too many times during the day. So what I did was to jumpstart it was eliminate the snacking, eat bigger protein and fat meals, and then eliminate one meal and just start doing two. And then I ended up doing 1 meal a day, and that's where I'm at now. 1 meal a day. I ate a nice big steak and scrambled eggs and just nutritious, dense, nutritious food that is satisfying, and it keeps me satisfied for basically 20 hours. So it's a process. Give yourself some time. Allow your old habits to go away. Give yourself time to break the old habits, to get rid of the snacking, and eventually you'll land on a spot that feels right to you, to your body, and to your metabolism. So try it out. Get rid of those carbs first. That's the hardest part. Get rid of the carbs. Quit snacking. Get in that pantry and get rid of that stuff. And I think you'll be surprised how quickly you get through it and how much better you feel. So that's all for today. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time.